Hey guys, James here, and Death Bell released. You already fucking know. Do I have to explain anything? You read the title. Also, last time I accidentally called it fucking Blade vs. Mikasa thumbnail, accidentally. So I forgot to change the title, but yeah, you read the title. It's Poe versus Iron Fist, and it says loud. My mistake. I saw I had good enough volume. That should be good, hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, Blake vs. Mikasa came out. It was a fairly good episode. And the next one is Poe versus Iron Fist. Kung Fu Panda versus Marvel. The YouTube release is on my birthday, so I'm very happy about that. And this is our first fucking anime movie character and death battle. I'm surprised it's Poe and it's in this season. Honestly, I did not even consider this matchup or either of these characters for this season, because I didn't really know like either had any real history with the Death Battle cast and crew. I guess Iron Fist is a joke character with them. I don't know. I'm going by like something I heard from Nemesis Blood Rage video talking about like predictions for Poe versus Iron Fist. But yeah, and I'm really excited for this matchup. I heard this one tossed around a little bit as a matchup in general. I did not hear anyone say this one for this season. And while I was hoping for Star vs. Steven just because it lined up with my birthday, I'm glad that we're getting this episode. I'm glad we're getting a matchup that we did not know already, like, was going to happen this season. We didn't know, like, these characters were going to be in the season at all. So I'm glad. I'm glad that we're getting this. And I like Poe, so I'm very happy about that. But I'm glad we're getting this. I've seen this tossed around. I remember seeing it a year ago, I want to say, from a Gramble. Like one of the Gramble's trailers, like Poe versus Iron Fist was a matchup. And I thought it was fairly interesting. I never really heard of a matchup for Poe. I did see a Kuma for Iron Fist, and I kind of prefer this. I like Poe, so. But fucking, yeah, I never really speculated for this season. And I've heard other matchups for these two characters kind of tossed around. I've heard Emmett from the Lego Movie for Poe. I've heard Aang from Avatar, I believe, and I think if they bring Aang back, it'll be more likely up against Captain Planet, because they seem to like that matchup fairly well. But I have heard other opponents for Iron Fist. Like I said, Akuma, that was a DBX that they did. That was a short song. Oh, it was time. God damn it, ads. For another matchup I heard for Iron Fist was fucking Karate Kid from DC Comics, and I'm glad we didn't get that, because that's another Marvel versus DC, and we are all tired of Marvel and DC in general. I think we all are. I think that's just a factoid. We are tired of Marvel versus DC. And this is a kind of a good change pace. Like, fucking, Iron Fist doesn't really like other characters we had before, like fucking Hulk or Thor or Spider-Man or whatever the hell else. He's kind of his own little character. So I'm perfectly fine with it. And, excuse me, the connections from what I read on the Death Battle wiki is that they are both masters at martial arts. They both weaponize their chi and have dragon-related attack. Not related, but dragon base, if that makes sense. They were both regular people that were going to inherit their family's business until being swooped into the plot of becoming a superhero. And they are both part of like a very big, like a big fucking team of heroes. And I think there's another one, but I don't remember. I think they both like come from China. I think that's part of it. I want to say that's it. I don't know. Or at least their training or whatnot kind of comes from China. or Chinese origins. I don't know, Poe's a fucking panda, so of course he's from China. Now, I've seen the Kung Fu Panda movies. I haven't seen them in a while. I've only seen Free once, and that was in 2016. I did watch 1 and 2 again a couple months ago, but that's the most recent I've seen the show. I remember seeing one of the shows. I think it was something Awesomeness. Legends of Awesomeness, I think it was, as a kid. A little bit on Nickelodeon. And I know there's another show on, like, Amazon Prime called Paws of something. I don't remember. But those are like little things. And then with fucking Iron Fist, the only thing I know about him, well, the scene of him is a comic. It's like one of the ones that are like thicker. They have like a few comics in them, so I guess I've seen a few comics, if that counts. I don't know. I'm assuming that counts. And what I got from Iron Fist is that it's sort of like a Captain Falcon sort of deal, where like a new successor is chosen each whatever, when like one is passed on or something, or there's like several Iron Fists. So like it's not as much of a character as much of it is a title. Like the title. Again, like Captain Falcon. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just going by the one comic I read, so like even before that, I've barely heard anything about Iron Fist. Like he kind of seems like much more of a niche-er character in terms of Marvel lineup. He's not like one of the big ones like Spidey or Hulk or Thor, but he's not like as recognizable as something like Wolverine or Deadpool. Or I guess Cable? I don't know if Cable counts, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm glad they're going with this. And the connection seems solid enough. But with what's like fucking what are they gonna use is something I've been kind of wondering, like, what are they gonna use like terms of their source material? If they go with just the movies for Poe is multi-city block, I want to say it was. Yeah, multi-city block level. While fucking Iron Fist is mountain level, so that's a big stomp. But I think someone did claim that they're using Kung Fu Panda's show, since those are canon. And apparently in there, Poe gets like continental. So I'm betting and rooting for Poe. I was already rooting for Poe, but betting now. I have heard arguments that Poe is like Dwarf Star level. And by heard arguments, I mean I just heard one thing, and like it's like backed up upon. I don't know. I didn't really look too deep into this. I don't look too deep into this stuff. I kind of do like a Versabell wiki check if I don't know much per se. Like unless I really know shit, like I researched this myself, or this matchup interests me. I do pay attention to it, but I'm not like fully research it on my own. Yeah, that's kind of like what I mean. But it might be a Sprite episode, but honestly, I'm hoping that this will be either 3D or hand-drawn. 3D because this is the first animated movie character in Death Battle. I feel like it'll be a dishonor to kind of do them in Sprite. And you already have the models, and I looked up like models for Iron Fist, and there's some fairly decent ones there. So I think you could really do something that works with that. And then there's like fucking, again, the already existing models for Kung Fu Panda. And with hand-drawn, going by the hand-drawn segments in the movie, Kung Fu Panda movies, I feel like a hand-drawn episode would have been phenomenal looking for this. So, I would not mind that if we got hand-drawn. Again, it might be Sprite, because we just got a 3D episode, so 3D back-to-back. Last time we got something like that, it was fucking Red vs. Blue, going into fucking Batgirl vs. Spider-Gwen. And we all know how that episode turned out. By that episode, I mean Batgirl vs. Spider-Gwen. But, I I feel like this would work well in 3D, and I feel like this has potential to be one of my favorite episodes of the series. So far, Yoda vs. King Mickey is my favorite episode of the season, so this might beat it. I hope it does. I would love for it to. I fucking love Kung Fu Panda, so I say that, but my knowledge is not the most knowledgeable on it in comparison to other shit. I don't know how to word, but I do actually have a few hopes for like what could happen in the actual fight. For starters, I feel like this is a must, but for Poe, if he wins, which likely does, for him to say skadoosh as he wins, just go skadoosh, like as he finishes off Iron Fist. I would love for the fight to like start out in like a dojo, maybe, I don't know, but it leads into the spirit realm where Poe or Iron Fist finishes off the fight. If Poe does it, then finish it off with maybe the I don't remember the name of the attack where like you grab the finger and then like you take your pinky and go and just waste like a chi blast or something. I don't know what it is, but if Poe does win, like just the shit, can I do it? Skadoosh! Like that. And then a fucking I don't know what the hell would happen to Iron Fist. He'll explode into chi and fucking chi goes all over the place. I don't know. Or maybe like a well, not or maybe, but maybe also a scene where I did like a brief look on Iron Fist's abilities, but it said something that he can manipulate his chi into projectiles, so maybe they could, like he could fire his chi, and you could do a scene from like Kung Fu Panda 2 where Poe kind of grabs it and spins it around his body and launches it back or something. That would be cool. And fucking please play a clip of Master Oogway, or at least reference it. I would love that. I would just love a moment of Master Oogway. And maybe this, a lot of these are more like in preference to Poe, but I barely know shit about Iron Fist. But like maybe during like Poe's segment, like or Poe's analysis, the Wiz and Boomstick clip, Wiz could just be fucking fighting the little oh, what the hell was it? The little panda punching bag, and he just gets his ass kicked by it to kind of reference Poe fighting the punching bag in the first movie. Or at least I think he did. I think that'd be fucking funny. And just Wiz just go from just him getting his ass handed to him by a fucking punching bag by a fucking My Neighbor Totoro looking ass. I feel like that has some potential to be just comedical. I can't say that. I can't say that word. I have a speech impediment. Shut up. Anyways. But also, like, maybe, like, Poe could be, like, geeking out about Iron Fist's ability during the fight. Like, his powers and fighting and all that shit during the fight. I feel like that'll be fucking fun. And, like, maybe early on in the fight, Iron Fist just punched Poe in the stomach. And it just fucking make him laugh, kind of like, again, reference the first movie with Poe's fight with Taiwan. I don't know, I think that would just be funny. Just call him a big fat panda. God, I need to rewatch Kung Fu Panda after this. God damn it, I need to rewatch. I have the first two movies. I can find the third one online. I gotta rewatch it. I need a pounds cleanse after binging Attack on Titan. Holy shit. But I think those would be little fun things. I love if Boomstick quotes Master Oogway, like the famous line, like, there is no mistakes. And maybe, like, say that if Poe wins. Or if fucking Iron Fist wins. And, yeah, it's kind of majority. I have my, Amino post. I'm posting it the same day as I post this, which is tomorrow, aka the day after the episode's announced. But what else did I fucking say on this? I don't script myself. I think I kind of said, oh yeah, shit. Fucking other DreamWorks matchups, because I kind of talked about that a little bit, because I feel like most might consider, like, the first DreamWorks episode they're going to do is a Disney versus DreamWorks, and I'm glad our first DreamWorks episode wasn't Disney versus DreamWorks, because the only Disney Disney versus DreamWorks matchups I've heard of is fucking Hiccup and Toothless versus Hero and Baymax, and Mike and Sully versus Shrek and Donkey, and I don't care about either of those matchups. I care a bit more about Poe versus Iron Fist just because skadoosh. But the only reason I would want Hiccup and Toothless versus Hero and Baymax is just fucking blah 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 blah, that scene. That'd be the only reason I would want that matchup. But I'm glad that this is our first DreamWorks matchup, and it's not against Disney, where they I wouldn't say likely lose. I don't know who wins with the other ones. I imagine Sully would win, and then I imagine Hiccup and Toothless would win. I don't know. I don't care about the matchups enough to really look too deep into them. But I think that'll be like a... I'm glad this is our first DreamWorks matchup that we're getting. And maybe in the future we can get like Hiccup and Toothless versus Hero and Baymax. Maybe later on, maybe we might get a fucking Big Hero 6-2. I don't know. When looking up Poe designs for the thumbnail, I saw something about Kung Fu Panda 4. If that is like fucking announced the day after this death battle comes out, that would be hilarious. It probably wouldn't change the outcome in the slightest, but I don't know, that kind of be funny. But yeah, that's kind of my opinions on this one. So I'm hoping that the next episode might be if this is a Sprite episode, I'm hoping the next one is a hand-drawn episode, so maybe Star versus Steven, or Bill versus Discord. Well, Bill Cipher versus Discord, I should be specific, I don't know. If it's a 3D episode, next one, I would like a Sprite matchup. If you hear the music, I played this because I just need music, and Poe versus Emmett was thrown around, but fucking shit. Oh yeah, if this episode is 3D, I would like a Sprite episode to be next. Just kind of like, I don't know, it just makes sense to do so. And for like a Sprite matchup, maybe Akame versus Killua. That's something I feel might happen this season. If not, I don't know. Trying to think of like other matchups that's thrown around. Shit. I don't know. I can't think of any matchups that's been chucked around as ideas. Maybe fucking Kool-Aid Man versus Macho Man as like the joke episode, because that'd be a fun Sprite one. And then if it's a hand-drawn episode, again also probably Sprite. If it's 3D, then Sprite or hand-drawn really, but if it's a hand-drawn episode, Sprite next. So, yeah, that's kind of my my little thoughts about this episode, and well, this announcement, and my opinions on it. But yeah, I hope next episode will be fun. I hope this episode will be amazing, and I hope it will become one of my favorites. But yeah, fuck, where's my mouse? Okay.